What's up, YouTube? This is your boy G back in another video. And you probably remember that I just purchased this S1000 Mark IIs a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago. And this doesn't have a subwoofer out, right? You cannot connect subwoofer that easy on this SW or S1000 MK2s because they don't need to. However, this is Edifier T5, an 8-inch subwoofer from Edifier that can be connected to about any speakers without even a sub out. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so you do have some RCA cable to stereo, power connector, of course, paperworks, and the actual subwoofer. It looks really nice, especially in front. If you notice, there's like a metallic cone in the middle there. Really good quality. And this is MDF all the way. It has support on the side, as you notice, and on the back, these are the connection that it got. So from the left here, you do have the indicator, LED light, for power. You'll have the volume dial for the bass, right? Not for the entire volume, but just for the bass. Min max, currently on min. Low pass frequency or filter. So you have 30 hertz up to 160. You have a phase detector there, a phase. You can set it 0 degree or 180 depending on your listening. And then you have the T5 powered subwoofer there. And this is the interesting part. You do have a signal in and signal out RCA. You have the power switch here in the bottom left corner, and of course the power input. Going back onto this one, this is the interesting part. You do have an RCA, right? So if just in case your speaker has a sub out, for example, Edifier G2000, the gaming one, or the high-end or the newer model that has sub out, you can actually connect this 3.5 millimeter going to an RCA. You can just plug it simply here, right? Or if your speakers like mine, S1000 Mark IIs, it doesn't have a sub out, but of course it has RCA. So you can connect the source, right? Like your laptop or whatever. You can connect that source to the signal in and then output signal out to this speaker. So what it will do is it's just gonna tap, right? And kind of like, not necessarily still, but tap into the signal so that it can play the bass. But the thing is, the speaker will still have the bass, right? It will not, this low pass filter will actually not steal or like take away the bass from your speaker. It'll just tap onto it and will allow you to play like how much frequency you would like this bass or subwoofer to respond to, right? For example, if you set it like 30 hertz or 40, it'll only play the 40 hertz and below. Everything else will still go there, including those 40 hertz below, depending on the quality of your speaker or capability. For example, mine can actually play up to 40, I believe. So it will still play that. And the thing is, if your speaker is pretty good on that, you can allow it to happen. Or like on the S1000, it has a knob on the back for the bass treble and volume, so you can actually minimize the bass, right? So it's not really going to play all of the bass because I already have the subwoofer that will play that low frequency. That's what I'm going to do. That's actually for now because I have an order upcoming as well from like a preamp from Arelic, and that is actually like a really good preamp that will really separate the bass signal. Put it here and it will only give the 40 and up onto that one, right? Depending on my setup. Let me go ahead and connect this and let's do some sound tests. All right, so that is the Edifier T5 subwoofer. Amazing. Amazing, guys. As you can see, I purchased this for flat $100, right? I believe this goes around 120, 150 even at times, but I was able to purchase this at flat $100 only from Lazada. So that is actually a steal. But yeah, this is absolutely worth it. This is super cheap compared to a lot of other branded subwoofer out there that will cost you easy $300, $500, audiophile, of course. But this is really amazing. The thing is, I don't really regret it personally. Like honestly, I don't really regret purchasing it. It's amazing. But I recognize right now that I actually don't need it, right? Because of the room that I'm using. As you can see on the video, I have a very small room and the speakers are just quite close to each other. This is just my desktop, right? My office, my gaming room, and it's a bit too much. As a matter of fact, all of those sound tests that you've seen, that you've watched, the subwoofer is just around 30% on the volume. I cannot even go past the 50% of it because it's just rattling everything here, vibrating a lot of stuff on the walls and on the window. It's just so powerful, right? So it's around, I think, 35% volume on its own. And then the low LPF, right? The low pass frequency is just around 50%. It's just bonkers, as a matter of fact. It's just too much. And I even had to lower it down on the acrylic. Now, I think that is due to the fact that I'm using a preamp that's really good. When it's connected directly, it's still super powerful, right? I can enjoy 50% volume. But again, depending on your room, it might be too much, right? If you want to purchase this, make sure that you have a big room to accommodate. If you're using a really good set of speakers already, like for example, this Edifier S1000 Mark IIs, they're actually really great. I honestly think that they don't need subwoofer, right? Again, depending on your use case. On this room that I have is just small, so it actually doesn't need the subwoofer. It's really really good already. It's overkill. Now, if you have a big room, if you're using a really wide area, big room, you might need subwoofer. But if your room is just small and you're using S1000 or a really powerful bookshelf speaker like this, you don't need that, right? So it will really be enough. But that's all for today, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions, any comments. Subscribe to this channel if you're into unboxing or tech like this. It might help you in your purchase decision as I unbox and test devices like this. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I just purchased this for my own money. So Edifier, if you're watching, back kind of man, right? But guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and see you on my next one. Peace.